Hey there, it's Anonymous T, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes and positivity your way. So today we are talking Love is Blind US Season 3 After the Altar. The final 3 episodes dropped early this morning. And long story short, you guys, don't waste your time watching. Do not waste your time watching, because this apparently was filmed before they even filmed the Season 3 reunion, which puts into question some of these couples, which puts into question a lot of things. And as you guys know, I believe Bartise, he's going to be on the new show, The Perfect Match, that airs coming, I think, this Tuesday on Valentine's Day. So it's just all a hot mess, you guys. It's all a hot mess. So let's get into it, right? So the drama with Zay and Cole and most of the cast turning against Cole, and I don't even know the issue anymore. Things are bad if I am defending Cole and he wasn't even the perfect, fiance through this process, you guys. But from what Zay is describing versus what we actually saw when we watched the show, I am confused. I am conflicted. I have no idea what she's talking about. I feel like I am being gaslit in my own house. like what is going on? What specifically happened to where Cole was disrespectful, where he was fat shaming, where he was doing all of these things? The only issue I saw with Cole was his conversation and his talks with Colleen that I felt were inappropriate, how they were talking about in another time, in another life, if they saw each other at the bar on the outside, they would have gone for each other. Outside of that, I'm totally confused. And then Cole spilled that they were supposed to say yes, or that if they didn't say yes at the altar, that they were still going to continue dating. And completely everything just flipped the script, and he was shook by what Zay said at the altar. So I am just lost, you guys. I am just lost. There's a disconnect, and I don't know if Cole in production was being cheeky with the tangerines or the little mini oranges or whatever during the confessional that he was eating because they were calling it cutesies or whatever. Like, I am just lost. I am just absolutely lost at the whole situation, and I have no idea what to make of it, right? It low-key sounded like Cole still wanted another chance with Zay, but there was just too much negativity, there was too much toxicity, and it just wasn't ever going to happen, you guys. It just was never going to happen. On to Nancy and Bartise. Hot mess express, you guys. Absolute hot mess express. I do not understand how Nancy can sit back and watch this show and think for 1 second that she needs to be in a friendship with Bartise in any capacity. The same Bartise who called Raven a smoke show a million times, the same Bartise who told you to your face multiple times he was not attracted to you, the same Bartise who embarrassed you at the altar and told you absolutely not, he is not marrying you. And your family even went to bat for you on your behalf and cussed this man out, and still you're going behind your family's back, still trying to make fetch happen with Bartise. You befriend him for over a year, hoping that his feelings for you are going to change, hoping that the friendship is going to progress into something more, and you were all on board until all of the other women told you that they could never be friends with a man who did what they did to them, and what Bartise did to you, and then your family had to come in and say, listen, what are you getting out of the friendship, for you to open your eyes. It all was just absolutely embarrassing. It shouldn't have had to take all of that. And had there not been cameras around, you still would have tried to be in Bartise's friend. Usually in those instances, when a man screws up and he is asking to be your friend, it's not because he actually wants to be your friend. It's because he wants to make sure you do not bash him to other people. You do not expose him to other people on who his true character is, so he can just keep you around and, tell you things that you want to hear to constantly give you that hope in the background. But he's already moved on. He doesn't want anything to do with you. He just doesn't want you bashing his name everywhere all around town. That's all that's about, right? But knowing what we know now about Bartise, where he is up here hitting groupies raw in Dallas and is going to be on this upcoming reality show, there was no need for these two to be friends in the first place. And Nancy just looks like a fool. She looks like a fool. She looks like a pygmy. And she even looked like she regretted saying that she didn't want to be friends with him at the end. Like, make it make sense. And then Colleen and Matt, I don't know what's going on there, but it needs to end. There is no reason why we are heading into what I'm assuming, over a year and a half into a marriage. You still don't live together. First, you claim it's because you don't want to break a lease, which has already been over a year. Now it is you don't have one of your animals neutered yet, but you still want to get another animal because you're an animal lover. So how is it you can't live in the house, but you're used to animals, but it's an issue because it's not neutered yet? Something's not right there, and it looks like they're just staying together to save face. I won't be surprised when a divorce announcement comes through the pipeline whenever season 4 comes out, you guys. That is when we're getting this divorce announcement, because I am not seeing it for this couple. I understand couples have different, processes and everything else. And there are some instances where it might be long distance, where they might not live together and this and that. But this is a train wreck. This is a divorce waiting to happen. I am not seeing the chemistry. I am not seeing the love. I am just seeing a situation where basically they were told, hey, we need to make it look like this was a successful season, so we need 2 couples to say yes. That's what it was giving, right? That's what it's giving. And as for Alexa and Brennan, I'm just not seeing the chemistry, you guys. I'm not seeing the chemistry, and I'm kind of turned off because remember all of the assault allegations and his criminal past came to the forefront after the show aired, and the dad is on there basically saying that Brennan's a simp and basically saying his daughter runs the show. So that already tells me that we already see what's happening, right? That the dad does not think that this relationship is what it needs to be, is basically, clowning this guy to his face, basically dragging this man to his face, basically saying, you have no spine, you have no balls, you have no backbone, you're letting my daughter run all over you. No. What a disaster, you guys. What an absolute disaster. So basically, this man, her father does not take this man seriously at all. And what was Alexa wearing to her birthday celebration, you guys? Because that was full on lingerie. That was full on lingerie. That was not a dress, you guys. What is happening? What is going on with the fillers this season? The dressing, all these women going blonde, trying to look like Raven. What is happening? What is happening, you guys? And as far as SK and Raven goes, Raven girl, you deserve a million times better. When SK told you no at the altar, that should have been the end of all of this. That absolutely should have been the end of all of this, but I don't know if there was something that happened, a conversation that happened behind the scenes where you thought, okay, maybe you guys will still be together, even if he says no, and maybe that's why you stuck it out. I really wish they would have exposed the cheating, though, as opposed to, just talking about it. I wish they would have exposed the TikTok person who put out there that SK was out here being foul. I really wish they would have, so that, the viewers had context as to what the drama actually was. Because unless you were on social media, you didn't know what the tea was, right? You didn't know what the tea was. All you knew was that he cheated, but they left out the part where briefly, Raven was still trying to hang out with SK, but then the evidence became too overwhelming. But SK, this is the worst example of, the perfect guy who pretends to be this great guy on camera. And I kept seeing SK looking directly at the camera to put on this show to make it look like he was this nice and sensitive guy and this and that. Although he completely has humiliated Raven multiple times on national television in front of the entire world. Right? And the brother definitely knew something, asking about the refund and the cancellation after the engagement, buying the engagement ring. I already knew what was up because the brother already knew what it was, right? He already knew that his brother was living foul. He already knew that there was a high chance his brother was about to be exposed and wanted to see if there was a refund. But it's all very sad. How do you fumble Raven? I don't know how long the Netflix contracts are, because I wish Raven would be on ABC. She would make a great bachelorette, but maybe Netflix can create their own bachelorette version for Raven specifically, because nobody deserves to be done dirty like this. Nobody deserves to be done dirty like this in front of the whole world, in front of billions of people seeing this play out like this. It is embarrassing. It is awful, and it is disgusting. I am just glad in the end that Raven was done with SK. That is all I'm happy about. That she did not, fall for his shenanigans. So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Did you guys watch After the Altar yet? Are you guys going to watch After the Altar? What do you guys think? Like I said, we really didn't learn anything new that we didn't already know, and this was already filmed before the reunion, so basically the reunion is essentially kind of fake in hindsight, but there is that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.